I wanted to bring up the topic of respect. And we all have this belief that respect needs to be earned. And I really want to question, is that really true? Shouldn't we just respect each other for being human? Shouldn't we respect each other's own ideas and opinions? Should we respect everybody's right to live their lives, to be able to have air to breathe? But respecting is earned. Doesn't that kind of imply that I will only respect you as long as you live your life the way I want you to live it? I will only respect you if you agree with my opinions. I will only respect you if you do what I want you to do. I think that's completely wrong, because then the only way you're going to respect somebody else is if they're all going to follow your path. And what happens if your path is wrong? What if their path is right? You will never respect each other to be able to have the conversation to find out who's right and who's wrong. But if we respect each other's opinions and just question it and say, is what you believe really right? Does that work? How does that work in your world? And how does that work in a bigger world? Now, I'm relating this to there's definitely a lack of respect um, with the children that I've raised, specifically boys. I've repeated in my past, grandfathers were abusive. My father was abusive. I married an abusive man, and now I'm watching the pattern repeat within my boys. My boys are, I respect them so much. They're extremely intelligent, they're hardworking, they're educated, they treat people nice. Anything that a mother would typically love and respect about their children, this is who my children turned out to be. However, they have their father's opinions about me. They've been sort of brainwashed to misjudge my actions and my experiences, so they don't respect me. Some of the words have been, you deserve to be pushed around. And they don't do this with anybody else, they only do it towards me, which I suspect if they get married and they don't respect their wives' perspective, then they won't show respect towards their wife. So they'll respect everybody else, but they won't respect the ones they love, which seems to be what, these patterns of abuse keep repeating itself all the time. And a lot of it has to do with respect. And that's where my concerns are, is I don't want my children to be repeating the same patterns and have the same experiences that I have within their lives. I want my children to create a loving experience. But kids learn on their own. They don't listen to their parents. I'm sure everybody else has that experience. But that brings me to, how am I supposed to respond to my children to teach them a different way? And I think that if I disrespect them for their opinions and for the way they treat me, if I don't respect the way they are living their lives, then I'm teaching them how not to respect. And then they'll never ever learn, because I'm not showing or displaying what respect looks like. And the only way they're going to see what respect looks like is if they feel that I respect them, and then somehow teach them how to respect me back. I think that's going to take a little bit of time, because we have to sort of see a globe start showing respect as well. And so while you don't have to agree with other people's opinions. It's only through respecting everybody's opinions that you can sit down and have the conversation respectfully. Don't you want to be heard? If you want to be heard, then you can trust the other guy wants to be heard. But without a level of respect, you'll never ever have that conversation. So I really, question, are you waiting to respect somebody else because they haven't earned your respect? And how are these people that you disrespect ever going to learn how to respect you? How are they going to earn your respect if you're not setting an example of respect? So that's, could be wrong. I'm sure respectfully, a lot of people will disagree with it, but I think if we want to create a completely different global experience, we need to maybe shift the way we respect each other. We're all different. We all have different opinions, and we all need to have a conversation to figure out what's right and what's wrong. And if we can't have respectful conversations, that's never going to happen. So we're going to destroy our worlds just like we destroy our families. We'll destroy our communities. We'll destroy our provinces, our countries, and then our globe. And judging by the Mayan calendar, the end of the world will be 2012. Or we could have this big wake up. Change can happen instantly. And maybe we'll start respecting everybody by 2012. Peace out.